Hello, welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, I welcome you. I am Virginie, an interior designer, and I deal with houses that represent 100% who has to live them, from consulting to the entire renovation process. I also help foreigners who want to buy and renovate in Italy to support them all the process long, otherwise difficult to follow from a distance. In this channel I will talk about home, trying to give you helpful tips so that you can have your dream house, a house that represents you in depth and where you will always feel at your ease. What is an interior designer for? That's what a lot of people think, and maybe you have too. After all, who would know your taste better than you? Besides, furnishing is nothing more than choosing a style you like, putting some furniture here and there, and you're done. The reality, it could be more different than that, and I'd like to explain it to you in today's video. But before we get started, if you love everything related to the home and renovation topic, remember to subscribe to my channel for more information on this subject. Don't forget to click the like button, because it's the best way to support this channel and my content, and I'll truly appreciate it. Why is furnishing not only choosing a style you like and putting some furniture here and there? I'm going to try to give you a very concrete example so you can see what I mean. Have you ever made a somewhat impulsive purchase and then regretted it? A dress that looked perfect and you never wore? A technological gadget so eye-catching but actually not useful at all? A jewelry you never wore? To whom it hasn't never happened. And why does it happen? Our buying process very frequently is influenced by many factors, and only in very few cases is it done on a rational basis. Emotion in most cases govern our decision. And you know what the big problem with emotion is? They are momentary and don't always reflect our real needs. A similar irrational mechanism also comes into play in major purchases, such as those related to the home style. You're probably thinking now that buying furniture is such more thoughtful than buying dress. And you're right. However, your thoughts remain conditioned by the emotions of that particular period. Besides, have you ever wondered why advertisements point so much on people's emotions? Because they are the ones that are decisive in purchasing processes decision making. Have you ever seen a restaurant advertise focusing on your need to fill yourself? Of course not. What leads you to book a table in a restaurant is certainly not reaching a state of satiety, but rather the desire to spend time together with the people in your life, to have fun, feel good, have good food also. You must therefore be very careful when you make purchases that involve a high investment, both in terms of money and quality of life, because the furniture and style of the house will greatly influence the feelings you get from living in your home. The line between the true refuge in which you will feel comfortable and an environment that doesn't make you feel good is very thin. The only way to avoid crossing that line and feel really good at home is to listen to yourself. The problem is that our emotions are deafening and often directed by passing trends as well. Do you have any idea how many people I saw revolutionizing the whole house for reasons dictated only by the impulse of what they were experiencing? Sure, the change made them feel well for a while, but they regretted it later, because it hadn't been a choice born out of the depth, but only out of entirely superficial feelings. Now, for example, during the pandemic, in which you were forced home, you may have desired to revolutionize everything. Remember that if you had this feeling, it's because the house does not represent you 100%. But I hope you haven't done it because changing based on the emotion of that period would bring you once again to a house beautiful, but in which you will not feel totally at ease. And that's what an interior designer is for, to help you understand what you really need. And don't worry, I'm not going to psychoanalyze you, but you will agree with me when I say that the more I know about you, the better I can carry out the project. Based on everything I've told you so far, my advice is to pay close attention to DIY when it comes to environment you will need to live in, especially now that you know what an interior designer is for. If it's true that an emotional purchase does not matter when you buy a dress or a jewel, it depends which jewel, the same cannot be said when instead we talk about home furnishings. So if you need to furnish your home, or if you feel the need to change something in the one you live in, don't hesitate to contact me. You'll find my contacts in the description box below. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, let me know in the comments. Your opinion is important for me. If you would like to share this with someone you think would be interested, I would be honored and it will help me to grow my channel. If you love the video, let me know with a thumbs up, and if you already haven't done it yet, remember to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so you will not miss the upcoming video. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.